Welcome into our Bears post-game show. I am Harrison Graham here on Chicago Bears Now. Bears lose to fall to 2-3, 29-22 loss to the Minnesota Vikings. And if you're looking at the final score, you're probably thinking, okay, just good battle, couldn't find a way. But this was a wild game. The Vikings actually got up 21-3, and the Bears came back to take a 22-21 lead. But a 17-play, 75-yard drive with the two-point conversion put Minnesota up 7 late. And then the Bears started to drive, and Ihmir Smith-Marsette fumbled, got stripped, and the Vikings won the game and kneeled it out. A lot to dissect here. Vikings improved to 4-1. Bears fall to 2-3. And there's a lot of thoughts. There's a lot of emotions that go into this post-game show because, number one, the Bears battled. The Vikings were up 21-3 with the football late in the first half, and they could have – this game was on the verge of being over. Bears finally get a stop. Vikings shank a punt. Darnell Mooney with the catch of the year, a 40-yard one-handed snag, OBJ style. Don't believe me, check out my Twitter, at HGramNFL. I posted the video. Bears punch it in 21-10 at halftime, get some momentum, but not enough. Not enough as they fall 29-22. A lot of positive signs. I thought the quarterback played well. A lot to get into here. But first, you guys weigh in. What is your one-word reaction to today's Bears game? I think fight is the word I would say. Disappointing finish, but fight overall. They could have folded. To come back and take the lead here, I think that's culture. I think that's players buying into the coaching. I think that's growth from Justin Fields, as we'll talk about in a second. Give me your one-word reaction to the Bears losing in this one, 29-22. Let me know in the comments. Let's talk about the quarterback here, and a lot to discuss here. He was 3 of 8 at halftime for 74 yards. The Darnell Mooney 39-yard catch in the first half. He goes 12 for 13 in the second half, ends up with 208 yards and a touchdown, had a 52-yard scrambling touchdown wiped out by a very questionable block in the back by Ihmir Smith-Marsette, who is easily a big reason for today's loss, as he had that plus a fumble late. But I thought Fields showed a lot of growth. Justin Fields played his ass off. He also scrambled for 47 yards. If the 52-yarder doesn't get wiped out, he scrambles for 99. I thought he got it through his progressions quicker, threw some nice balls downfield, some intermediate ones, found the check down to avoid some sacks, some nice scrambles, not many negative plays. He did a lot of things that tell me you just can't give up on the kid, man. You got to give Justin Fields time to continue to grow and develop. He took a step in the right direction today. I'm proud of him. Proud of the Bears for hanging in there, man. This game, like I said, I can't tell you how close this game was to being over in the first half. It was 21-3, and you thought the Vikings were going to score again. Kirk Cousins started 17 of 17 in this game. Bears found a way to make some adjustments. They gave themselves a chance to win. Couldn't close on the road, but I think some really good positive signs from this team, really good positive signs from Justin Fields. Got to build on it. You can't let this loss carry over into next week. Quick turnaround. Thursday Night Football against the Commanders. Very winnable game at home. In fact, I'll go as far as saying the Bears should beat the Commanders at home. We'll see if it happens. Got to build up this game. Grade Justin Fields against the Vikings. A, B, C, D, or F. Drop your grades down in the comment section below. A, B, C, D, or F for Justin Fields in this matchup. David Montgomery made his return. Not super effective on the ground. 12 carries, 20 yards, also had a touchdown. Was pretty effective in the receiving game. He had 4 catches for 62 yards, 30-yarder to start this game off, which led to a Bears opening drive field goal. I thought Monty played well. The burst was there. He was pretty good. Good to see him back in this one. I was surprised the Bears didn't run the ball more effectively. The Vikings' run defense hadn't been great coming in, but when you get down 21-3, you got to throw the football, and the Bears were actually able to do that pretty well. Dante Pettis is an absolute bomb, but you know who isn't? Darnell Mooney. 2 catches, 52 yards. Catch of the year in the NFL so far, it was OBJ level. Deep ball, turns around, one-hands it, brings it in. Unbelievable catch. Sparked the Bears' offense. There's no doubt about it. And it gave the Bears some life. And they ultimately came back to take the lead, like I said. Didn't win, but I thought Darnell Mooney clearly provided a spark for this Bears team, and that's got to continue. He's got to be a go-to guy for Justin Fields moving forward. Hopefully that ends up being the case. BetUS, today's sponsor for Chicago Bears Now, and listen, Bears covered. They covered. I didn't think they would, but they did. They should have won, but they did cover at least. Chatsports.com/Bears, promo code BEARDOWN. To get a 125% deposit bonus, put down $100, get $125 for free. Plug in promo code BEARDOWN to get that 125% deposit bonus. It was a struggle early for the defense. Kirk Cousins started 17 for 17, but after that, 15 for 24, so better after that. They really missed Jalen Johnson. There's no doubt about it. Cousins finishes with 296 yards and a touchdown. Great pick by Kendall Vildor. He continues to battle for this team. And listen, Bears gave up their first second-half touchdown of the season, but it took 17 plays and 75 yards. It was the Vikings earned that touchdown. I mean, the Bears forced them to earn it on that one. Tough to not get the stop there, but some real growth, like I said. The halftime adjustments have been there. You got to adjust quicker, though. You got to find a way to adjust during the game because the defense was locked in the second half for the most part. But, I mean, the first 3 drives, 3 easy touchdowns for Minnesota. That can't happen. Easy completions. When I say Cousins was 17 for 17 and none of the catches were contested, that's what I mean. It was pitch and catch all day long, easy. Justin Jefferson, 12 catches, 154 yards, but most of that damage done in the first half. So the halftime adjustments are there. Got to find a way to adjust before that, though. Before we get to some final thoughts here, win or lose, we post daily Bears videos, the latest news, rumors, injury updates, pregame shows, postgame shows. We're going to have you covered, so hit that sub button. It's youtube.com/Bears Now. Appreciate everybody who joined us for our watch party. 1,200 in Super Chats. We had fun. Our producer, Patrick Seatman, had to wear Bears gear. Thanks to you guys. That was a blast as well. Hit that sub button. It's youtube.com/Bears Now. All right, final thoughts. I'll give you a glass half empty and a glass half full. Let's go empty first, and then we'll finish with some positive thoughts. Glass half empty. The emptiness is you got down 21-3, and it took almost a half for the Bears defense to adjust. That's the empty approach, right? You were getting your ass kicked, and it was a really bad start, and that start probably cost you the game. Here's the half glass full. You responded. You got to stop. You scored at the end of the half. Justin Fields took a lot of steps forward, and the defense competed. Wasn't a great defensive effort, but they competed in the second half. The also disappointing part is, and I get this regime, it's not all about this year. I get that, but had you just found a way to win this game, you'd be 3-2 with the Packers and the Vikings. All three would be 3-2. Now Minnesota's 4-1. Green Bay's 3-2. You're behind the 8 ball. I'm not saying I'm sitting here saying the Bears can win this division, but at the same time, there was an opportunity. You took a 22-21 lead. Couldn't get a stop. It is what it is. And then Ihmir Smith-Marsette fumbles the game away. I'll be honest, though, I think that block in the back was bullshit. I think it's a bad call. I think Tevin Jenkins got screwed on a bad holding call. You got to fight through that adversity, though. I think the team did a good job of fighting in general, but that was tough. Who do you blame for today's loss? If I had to pick a player, I'd go Ihmir Smith-Marsette. The crackback block, fair call or not, that wiped away a 52-yard touchdown run from field. The Bears end up taking a field goal there, and he got stripped at the end of the game by Cameron Dancer, and the Vikings just ripped the ball out. They had the ball and took a knee to win the game. That's it. Dante Pettis is dropping balls. Smith-Marsette gets an opportunity, and he has a brutal penalty and a fumble. What do you want me to say? Bears lose 29-22. Smith-Marsette, this receiving core is not good enough right now. I thought Fields deserved better. I'll say that today. He played better. Bears lose 29-22. Some positive signs, but Bears fall to 2-3 on the season.